I'm delighted to be here this morning to attend what again I would refer to as a celebration of the 10th anniversary of CEPT. The first thought that struck me when Professor Dinesh invited me for this occasion was 10 years, how time has flown. Seems like yesterday that 2008 took place and the project was conceptualized and put together, and 10 years have passed rather quickly. But these have been 10 very, very eventful years. I don't know whether I should call it a coincidence, but it's certainly ironical that we are celebrating 10 years of PAS at a time when water has suddenly become the flavor of the month. Everybody seems to be talking about water. It was kicked off dramatically by the Prime Minister at the Niti Aayog meeting, where he unveiled a very ambitious program pertaining to water. Many of you must have read the very interesting, thought-provoking, comprehensive article by Parameswaran Iyer just 2 days ago. We are meeting at a time when water has suddenly become center stage. Water is, as young people would say, trending. For the first time, Government of India has addressed water as a high priority national prerogative, national imperative. And signs of it are everywhere. The creation of Jal Shakti Mantralaya. For the first time, I understand, 7 ministries and 10 departments have been brought together to give water a holistic perspective. And the current slogan, or rather I would say the slogan which is now going to be increasingly seen, is Nal Se Jal. I happened to work for a couple of years in the Petroleum Ministry, and we used to refer to the petroleum process as upstream and downstream. And upstream consisted of mining for petroleum, exploration for petroleum, taking petroleum out, and then through refining process ensuring that it reaches the retail outlet. Now water is now being viewed as a continuum, and we are looking at an integrated water policy. In this perspective, I would venture to state that PAS is situated in an extremely strategic vantage point. At a time when India is looking at conserving water, at the most efficient use of water, PAS has created the largest database available in India for urban and partly rural water supply. Looking back on these 10 years, I'm extremely proud now to have been associated with this project. And I think there are 3 very distinguishing features that make this whole journey very, very memorable. The first is that, well, in many respects, Dinesh and Meera were a bit ahead of their times. They latched on to this extremely important sector of urban water supply and looked at it in a way which was never looked at before. And therefore, the key strength of the project was its relevance. Sociologists tell us that any project to be relevant has to address the pain of some part of society. And this was squarely focused on this critical part of social reform, water. Its relevance is, of course, indisputable. It has now spread across the nation, and what it has yielded is now beginning to be seen as something invaluable. The second important aspect of this whole project was that it was put together with a great deal of rigor. It was a project that was conceptualized, and it was a project that was implemented by putting in very, very rigorous academic standards so that the results that came out of this project were credible, robust, and were easy to use by policy planners. So the robustness, if I could use the word, and the rigor of the whole project stood out in a very, very stellar way compared to any other project. And lastly, I would say the outcome of this project is its impact. Today, PASS and its dashboards are used in 6 states and 900 plus cities across the country, placing it, as I mentioned, in a very, very strategic position of being able to be replicated in a very, very dynamic way, in a very rigorous way across the country at a time when water is now become the #1 priority for the government. I am, as I said, I have been very proud to be associated with the project. May I use this opportunity to congratulate the CEPT team, to congratulate the CEPT family, and to look forward to CEPT finding new avatars in many aspects of government policy. Dinesh always quotes, and I'm very flattered that he quotes me as saying that this project should leave a legacy. But I think Dinesh and Meera has gone one step further. A legacy is left when the project fades out. But now more than ever, there is no need for legacy because PASS lives and hopefully it will live for a long time. Thank you.